Sews, my name's Sarah. Thanks for joining me today. It is another edition of Friday Sews. It is Friday the 21st of June. Where are the weeks going? They're absolutely flying by. Now, I have not done any sewing more recently. I won't bore you too much with the details, but basically work is very busy going into the last few weeks of term and like lots of concerts and things like that and exams and blah, blah, blah. And also our house is finally actually progressing. We're hoping to be in a place to move back in before the end of July. The reason that might seem like it's a long way away, but basically we're going in and painting the whole place, and we're also reviving original floorboards upstairs. And for the next few weeks, the only day we can get in to do that is all day on Sundays, because that's the only day where we're both off. And yeah, so it's sort of a bit of a slow process. But we started working on upstairs, which means we've picked out the paint colours for both of the bedrooms. Now the spare bedroom is also going to be my crafting room. So I have picked out the paint colours and I'm going to have one wall of wallpaper. Yeah, so we're going for green and pink vibes for that room. So the walls will be green. The wallpaper is like a green with the design sort of white-ish, but it's got a mix of colours in, but mainly it's green and white. And then we're going to have like a sofa bed, which is sort of pink blush velvet. We'll have pink curtains, so we'll have like pink accents. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying getting into that. I've been watching some fun videos where people have rearranged or designed their craft rooms or whatever. I've got rough ideas of what I want to do, but we do need to keep it functional as a spare bedroom as well. So what I'm going to do is wait until the sofa bed is delivered, as that's like the main piece of bulky furniture that will be in there. And then once that's in, I can sort of take a look at the space and start to decide how I'm going to make it usable, for both obviously sewing, but also for vlogging and taking pictures and things like that. So I want it to be sort of multi-functional. So if you have any top tips, or do you have like a dream sewing room addition or configuration or something, feel free to share below, because as I said, I've got some ideas, but I feel like it's just about utilizing the space in the most practical way. That's where, yeah, I need to just see when I'm in there. But I will keep you posted, and there will be a vlog when it's actually done. I will do a little vlog about the process. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but I'm hoping that the room will be more functional. When we bought our house, I didn't have a sewing machine. I hadn't learned to sew yet. So initially it was like, we set up a little table in the corner and I was like, I'll pack it away. And it was just this tiny thing. And obviously since then I've become completely obsessed, accumulated a whole lot of stuff. And so now I'm in this lucky position where we've literally stripped our house, the whole house, down to the brickwork and started again. So I'm really able to sort of make it work better for its uses now. Excitingly, the kitchen is almost finished. The cabinets are all in, the tiling's in. I think the fridge has still got to go in, the floors have got to go down, and then we need to paint the walls and the ceiling. But then the kitchen is done. And the bathroom, I was really excited about the bathroom. I picked out some really buff tiles, like really nice. And they did the tiling this week and I'm really pleased with it. It's going to be like my little cave, my little sort of like relaxation cave. I'm really excited. So again, they're just going to fit the bath and everything in this week. So when it's finished, I want to take some pictures of my robe that I made, the Lygon robe that I made out of white toweling. And yeah, I've been waiting for the bathroom to be done so that I can like get a picture in a nice setting. So I'm really excited for that. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to go into details and now I've rambled on for a good 4.5 minutes. So sorry about that. I thought today, as I said, I've not been sewing much because my spare time is sort of taken up with house stuff at the minute. But I have had a few fabric deliveries and I thought I would share some of those with you and just sort of check in. So 3 different shops. I purchased from 3 different shops. 4 of them, it's 5 fabrics overall. 4 of them are dressmaking fabrics. 1 of them is for a different style of project. So yes, again, once I get to that, I'd be interested to know if you have any experience in this area. So first up, I'm going to do the dressmaking fabrics. So this first one is from First for Fabrics, and I saw that they had it in stock a while ago. I think they might have shared it on their Instagram, and I think I saw it pretty much as soon as they posted it, and I went onto their website and it was already sold out, and I was quite sad. And then I was browsing the other day and it was back in stock, so I snapped some up, and it is this cotton covered in little embroidered daisies. Now I don't know, you probably can't see the white very well. Can you see that? So there's sort of, obviously you see the yellow bit, and then there's the white petals are embroidered. Now I love, as you will see from the dress behind me, which is my Fabric Godmother Fleur dress, I love embroidery on fabric. I think it looks kind of expensive, like it looks quality because of the amount of effort. I know this is embroidered by a machine, but still. And I also sort of love, so I don't wear loads of white because I'm a messy Bessie. I'm not high maintenance enough to be prepared to wear white and not spill things down it within 5 minutes. But I did think that this would make a lovely summer dress. Again, possibly a honeymoon vibe. I do need to get on with things if we're going to do this honeymoon wardrobe that I have planned. But basically when we move back into the house and everything's set up, then I'm just focusing on honeymoon sewing until we go in October. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to make. I have 4 meters, so I've got quite a lot. It's a bit sturdier. Let me see if I can get a single layer for you. It's a bit sturdier than I was expecting, so it will hold its shape. I suspect it will be a little bit sheer just because it's white. Yeah, I can't see my hand through it, so I'll probably have to do some sort of lining, or maybe just wear nude underwear and you won't notice. Don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking just summer dress. I'm thinking poofy sleeves. I'm thinking gathered skirt. Yeah, just something sort of a bit like cottagecore and big and gorgeous. So that's that. I'm obviously into very summer vibes with these fabrics. Then I popped onto Jenny Stitches, my fave, and they had just taken a delivery of some Fabric Godmother fabrics. And again, I couldn't resist. Both of these I would like to make Gilbert shirts with. I love the sort of, like, the summer before last, I wore a lot of like midi skirts in the summer with the Gilbert shirt, and I just feel like it's a really nice casual look when it's nice and hot. And I love both of these fabrics, but the Fabric Godmother ones are always quite pricey, so yeah, I didn't want to get sort of swathes of it. So the first one is this one. I think is it called Linnea? I might have made that up. So this is a print they've had before, and I actually have this print on a black background, and it's a viscose linen. And I mean, how gorgeous and vibrant. I just love the colours. And I did have a moment where I said to myself, you've already got this with a black base and you've not sewn it up yet. I have enough in the darker base to make a dress. But I just sort of liked the lightness you got from the background. I liked the ivory background. I liked the vibrancy of the colours. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. I'm also hoping, in the process of doing our house, the garden has been completely destroyed by the builders. So I am not green-fingered, but I'm an appreciator of nature and flowers and stuff like that. So I am learning how to put a garden together. And I'm very into the sort of, I mean, I know these aren't all wildflowers, but I'm into the wildflower vibe. And I feel like the colour palette inspiring to me. So yeah, so that's a lovely, gorgeous Fabric Godmother fabric. And I think we'll make a really nice shirt. And a bit of a cut above shirt, that one. And then I've admired this. They released this, I can't remember if this was last year or the year before. But this fabric, which is a cotton, like, is it a lawn? I'm not sure if that's, I can't remember if that's a lawn or something else. It feels quite light and drapey, so maybe it's a lawn. And it has these sort of fruity stamps on. So this is a good one, again, if you're looking for something to make so fruity. And again, I feel like it can make a sort of 1980s style shirt, like tropical shirt. But this print is a little bit more contemporary than that. So I've eyed this up for ages, and you know, Jenny's just my favourite place to shop. So when I saw it on there, I thought it'd be rude not to. So yeah, so 2 Gilbert shirts. Right, so after that, I decided I was looking for something to pair with those shirts. So I wanted to make a skirt that was sort of denim look, but not actually denim. So I decided I was looking for more of like a chambray weight. And I just want to make, I might go for a button down skirt, or I might just go for sort of a simple flat waistband at the front, elasticated at the back, and then a gathered skirt with some volume. But so I was on the lookout for some nice chambray that looked sort of like denim. I wanted quite a light wash. And I found this at Fabrics Galore here. Excuse me. It was quite reasonably priced. It's got, I mean, it's currently folded over. Let me see if I can do a better job of showing you this. Here we go. So yeah, it's just got a little bit of movement. I think it will make a nice midi skirt. I didn't want a really structured denim skirt because I want something sort of comfortable and flowy on a hot day, which will then go with the vibe of those 2 Gilbert shirts. And I've got a few other Gilbert shirts in this sort of tie-up look. So yeah, so this is going to be a midi skirt, and then I have the 2 Gilbert shirts. Those are all things that I can obviously take on our honeymoon as well. Sort of, I get very caught up in being like, I want to make all of these romantic, lovely dresses. But our trip, so we're going to the Amalfi Coast and Sicily. And obviously there will be lots of floating around in beautiful locations. But also we want to go to like Pompeii. Like I've been a long time ago, but Nathan's never been. And we want to go to sort of the Valley of the Temples when we're in Sicily and things like that. So it's also finding things that you can wear for a day out, not just being like, I need a million dresses to swan around with an Aperol spritz. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so those are my dressmaking fabrics. And the other thing that I purchased from Fabrics Galore was for a different kind of project. So I'm not going to go into full details yet because I want to make one of the blocks and then see if I like it before I commit to the full project. But I've basically found an amazing lady who makes these beautiful quilt toppers. I've never done quilting because I've like done a very basic level of quilting to make little items like oven gloves and things, but I've never been drawn to making a whole quilt. And she designs these quilts that are very sort of graphic in style, and there are a few that she's done that I've absolutely loved. And there's one where she's released all of the individual blocks, so it's different people that you sort of sew up. And she's made a few that have a relevance to things that I am interested in, or things that are things in common that Nathan and I have. And so I've decided I'm going to go for it. I bought the pattern for all of the different characters. And I'm just going to start by sewing one of them up and then see from there. If I enjoy that, then this is going to be, I'm seeing it as sort of my housewarming project. So to make something for the home, but that's a bit more elevated. And so I bought the background fabric for that. Now, what was tricky was there's a lot of choice of the colours that you can put in. So you're making people in the different blocks. And I got myself in a right faff because I was like, well, I want to make sure that the background colour isn't going to be something that then limits me with what I can pick for different people to wear. So I had a look at the sort of backgrounds that she was using, and I ended up buying this. Oh, I've just dropped my threads on the floor. This, which is, it's a quilting cotton. It's a nice green background with little pink flowers on. And again, part of the reason why I picked this was a, I can't remember exactly what they called it, but it's like it was part of their cheaper range of quilting cottons. It's extra wide and it's 100% cotton, and it comes in various colorways with the same print. And I decided to pick this because obviously the craft room and the guest bedroom is going to be pink and green. And I thought, oh, if I make this with the background, then it sort of goes into like when guests come, maybe I can put the quilt on the bed or something cute and they get the little personalised quilt. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this, again, I might start this project because the blocks are smaller. I feel like I can sort of dip in and out of it as we're doing all of the other stuff. So I might give it a go. The main issue I have at the moment is it involves lots of different colours. You can sort of pick the colours that you want, but it involves small bits of lots of different fabrics. So I need to look through my remnants bag, my scraps bag. I've been given some fabric from people who, like family friends who don't sew or anymore or whatever. So I just need to go through and see what I've got, and then I might need to fill in a couple of gaps. But I'm quite excited to try something a bit different. I think I love dressmaking. I have a lot of summer dresses and I have a lot of plans for summer dresses. So I feel like it might be good for me to find a project that doesn't involve just making myself more dresses. And also, quilts are really nice gifts for people. So if I get a bug for it, then it might be that like I wouldn't just give it to someone for any old thing, but you know, for like a big birthday or a wedding or something, if I have time that I can maybe work on making something like that, and then you can do it as a surprise. You don't need to get measurements, and you can really personalize it. So I'm gonna see, but I'm not going to tell you the exact plan yet because I want to have a go at the first bit, and then if that goes okay, I will commit to the whole thing. And I will give you all of the details and then I'll let you follow me on the process, but I just want to try it out first with a little less pressure. So yeah, that's it. As always, I've managed to fill loads of time even though I've barely done anything, so just can't stop talking. I will try to get on over the next couple of weeks. It's really nice to check in and it's really nice to hear from you all. I got some really lovely, interesting feedback and comments on my last video, and I've just been a bit slow. I need to sit down and respond because it's like they need proper responses. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to just like and then head off. So I will get that done at some point, and hopefully I'll have reasons to check in over the next few weeks. But if you don't hear from me, just assume that I'm covered in paint somewhere. But working towards having my own sewing space back again and to being back in our house, and then stressing about the garden. So you can look forward all summer to hearing me wonder why everything I've planted has died and what I should do about this and why blah, blah, blah. That's another layer to add to the random chit chat. Anyway, have a great weekend. Please do let me know as well if you are a quilter. Yeah, let me know below if you have any tips for a first timer. If you are someone who thought you'd hate it and then loved it, or thought you'd love it and then hated it, or anything like that, I'd love to know, because quilting is really new to me. And I feel like I'm either going to really get the bug for it, or I'm going to be like, it's never massively appealed to me before. I don't know why, but it's just never really been my vibe. And then this particular creator has just really captured my interest. So yeah, see how we go. All right, thanks so much, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.